Hey folks, Pauleh here, and I'd like to welcome you to my new series, WoW Log. Now let me explain what this is. So I recently returned to World of Warcraft to experience the new expansion, Warlords of Draenor, and there's been a lot of cool stuff in it, and I was thinking, man, I'd really like to do some videos on this game. Now the problem is that because of course World of Warcraft's an MMORPG, it's not ideal for making videos. It's kind of tricky. I didn't want to make a video series of me leveling a character from 1 to 100 or from 90 to 100 because that's a bit boring. So what I've settled upon is a sort of diary of sorts where I will basically showcase and highlight things of interest, at least what I think's interesting, and sort of keep a semi kind of journal on what I'm doing on my characters and things like that. You know, if I'm trying to obtain certain achievements, just things like that. I mean, I'm hoping it will be interesting for everyone. We'll see. This is all kind of new, so it's going to be a good little test, let's call it that. So before I get started, I figure the very first video I should probably show you where I'm at with this game. So I don't really care what faction I play on. I'm more of a Horde fan if anything, but I really don't mind. So I currently play on the Emerald Dream server, which is a roleplay PvP server. It's on the US, so it's a US server. Now I have a few characters here. Now the ones I'll show you, first of all my main, Pauleh, who is a Death Knight. Death Knight's my favourite class. Just going from making one and just going through that first leveling area is so much fun. Plus they have all the cool abilities, just that whole class in general, the lore, it's kick-ass, I love it. So you'll be seeing a lot of my Death Knights. Next I have a level 90 warrior, who I will be showing you soon, because I'd like to show you a lot of the starting areas for Warlords of Draenor, which I've already done on my Death Knight, so you'll get to experience it with this guy, Karanak, and of course I've taken the name Karanak from a few of my other series I've done, and that name was actually from Warhammer. Warhammer Online, not Warhammer Online, Warhammer 40k I believe. And here we go, another... Actually, I was going to show you this guy, but I probably won't. I plan on deleting him and remaking him as a undead warlock, so ignore him. Ignore him. Okay, so the rest of these are basically going to be deleted, so I wouldn't worry. Next we got Hung. I'm not entirely sure how I pronounce his name, I just found a cool name that sounded kind of cool. And this is my Pandarian monk, but I don't know when I'll finish leveling him. I just want to deck him out in Shadowpan gear. I really don't care about anything else on this guy. And last but not least we have Regnum, who's my mage. And I had a lot of fun playing this guy, but it's been a while since I've touched him. Mostly leveled him up purely through Alterac Valley, which is a PvP battleground. Now I do have a couple of Alliance characters, but to be honest, I'm not going to show you them because I'm considering starting a brand new server and just have all my Alliance characters hosted there. We'll see. But anyway, let's get in the game. And I still have my level 90 boost that came with the expansion, so I'll be using that somewhere. I'm not entirely sure where yet. Now the first thing I'd like to show you guys, so you know what's up, is my garrison. And as you can see, it's a bit of a mess here. I've got a whole bunch of add-ons, so you're going to see stuff you may not recognise. If you have any questions, just ask them in the comments of this video. So okay. This is my garrison. It's currently level 2. There's 3 levels, level 1, 2 and 3, and there's so much to talk about this garrison, so I'm going to try and just give you a quick tour. This is the town hall. From here I can get missions to give to my followers. These are my followers, various characters in World of Warcraft I've picked up either through quests I've found and whatnot. And I can send them on missions, which is pretty cool, but we can have a go at that later. I can upgrade my garrison here. And as you can see, these are all the buildings I have. I set up a gem boutique and a alchemy lab. This allows me to create potions and gems because I figured I'm going to need them, although I haven't really messed with it yet. And now I've got a barracks and a mine, herb garden and a fishing shack. So let's just quickly step out here. Now as you can see, this is a stage 2 garrison. It will be stage 3 soon, so I will show you that when I reach that point in time. Now over here we've just got a few vendors. I like how they all interact with you when you go close, and my followers will just sort of roam around and do their own thing unless I send them out on a mission. So there's that. Now let's have a look around. I need to explain a few more things for my character since this is the first video, and I'll be doing that soon, but for now. Here's the inn I built, and from here I can get dungeon dailies from various NPCs that show up, such as Taishi.
You are welcome among the Shadowpan. Be wary beyond
For
the
those
wall.
that don't know, that is some of the
Ready for
Shadow
some
Pan
action?
gear you can get, which looks pretty cool
Keep your
on
eye
Pandarian.
keen,
So
adventurer.
from here I can get daily missions for doing dungeons, so I get bonus XP and good loot. Up there is my mines. So every 24 hours a bunch of ores and stuff will spawn in here, and I can go and pick them all up because I have mining, and that's useful. And then we got a bunch of other buildings. There isn't really much else to show. This is the barracks. Primal trader there. Can I actually trade?
Hey, how you doing?
So I can get some good stuff here, I guess, but I'm not too fussed with that at the moment. And yeah, alchemy lab and gem boutique. So this is my garrison. I'll be here quite a lot of the time when there's downtime and whatnot. When I hit level 100, I will be able to upgrade this place to rank 3. Now if I look here, I believe when I upgrade to rank 3, I'm not entirely sure, but the boundaries will expand. As you can see, a wall here. I'm pretty sure it will go like all around here and basically cover all that. I could be wrong, but I think, and if that is the case, then that's going to be pretty cool. So a few things I just want to basically mention. Oh, and every day garrison resources will appear here. So since this is going to be a kind of semi-diary, I guess I'm going to explain a few things. First of all, this mount. I've always wanted one of these flying mounts. I love Death Knights, and I like to keep my Death Knight in as in theme as much as possible. And this Frostbrood Vanquisher I got from completing some of the achievements from the Wrath of the Lich King expansion, doing some raids with my friend Blacksfire. And what we went ahead and did was complete the achievement Glory of the Ice Crown Raider, and we basically did all the special achievements which required you to kill various bosses in certain ways, avoiding various attacks, having X amount of NPCs out at the same time, things like that. It was a lot of fun and very rewarding. As you can see, I got this mount. Now I'm probably going to complete the others at some point, but that's not yet. Anyway, I got this guy. He can fly, but when you're out in Draenor, you can't fly in these zones, so it's kind of a waste to get him now, but it's fine. This is cool. So the other thing is, you can't see it here because it's covered, but I am basically level 99, and I've got 4 more boxes of experience I need to get. About 200,000 XP, which should be pretty easy. And then that's going to knock me up to level 100. Now hopefully we can see that in this video, and maybe I can go ahead and upgrade this garrison as well, so you guys get to see that too. Now about my guild, I joined a guild today. Now I've only been back in this game at this point in time for about a week and a half, I'd say, and this guild is called Warsong Battalion. Now I play on the Emerald Dream server, so if you play on there, you know who they are. They're a massive guild. There's about 1,000 members, currently 146 online, and it's only 10:30 in the morning, so it is a very big guild. Now, I'm not normally a fan of like Zergish type guilds, but the cool thing about this one is they mostly focus on world PvP, which is perfect for me because I love that. You know, they will raid capital cities, Stormwind, you know, they will go and attack, I forgot what they're all called. Who cares, it's Alliance cities anyway, who cares, but we go and attack their capital cities. They're going to be doing an event later today, which is in Ashran, so I'm hoping to be able to capture some of that as well. But yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff that's going to be happening, and hopefully I'll be able to capture it in some of these videos. Now, one more thing I'm going to go over is what add-ons I'm using. Now, I should point out that since I came back, I haven't messed with my spec for Death Knight. I'm currently a Frost spec, but I literally been using this since Mr. Pandaria. Whatever skills I have, wherever they were on the hotbar, I've just been using them. Not efficient at all. Once I hit level 100, I'm going to completely revamp my character, find out what spec I should be going for PvP, work out what talents I need, work out what abilities I should be using, and basically tidy everything up, because right now this whole screen is a mess. Now, as for add-ons, I'm currently using a few most of you probably know of. Bag on, first of all, to make my inventory into one big window rather than lots of smaller bags. What else? I've got Deadly Raid Boss, which is excellent for doing raids and dungeons. To be fair, it's one of those things that everyone should have at this point. It just makes it so much easier when it's still challenging, but still it's so much nicer when going to do a dungeon and knowing when to move or something, because otherwise you're just going to die and wipe all the time. At least I am, because I don't really pay attention too much. I got Zygor. I picked up Zygor leveling guide a long time ago. I haven't used it because I'm currently enjoying Warlords of Draenor, taking my time and soaking in that lore. But if I was to power level a character from like level 1, I would use it. It's one of the best guides out there. It streamlines everything. It automatically picks up quests and hands them in. It makes it so much easier, so I do have that add-on. I have Atlas Loot, which allows me to look at all the various loot from the various expansions, which is very nice indeed. So this is great at trying to work out what I want to get for Transmog. And I think I've got one or two more. I'm trying to remember what they're called. I don't remember what they are, but I guess it doesn't matter if that's the case. Oh, Handy Notes. Now this one is optional. I recommend it, but only if you're not bothered about exploration. In Warlords of Draenor, they've made it so everywhere you go, there are rare bosses that drop loot. There are items you can find on the ground if you explore, and they will give you nice rewards, garrison resources, epic items, things like that. But this is kind of cheating, I guess. It just shows you the location of every item and every boss and what they drop. So, for instance, this frozen orc skeleton would give me a item level 516 trinkets, which has mastery and pet proc, so it's basically a hunter's trinket. But it's nice if you're trying to find stuff like garrison resources. You're going to be needing a lot of them, so it's nice to know where they are. But yeah, I think the only other thing worth mentioning at the moment is that I've started my character's legendary quest line. For his ring. He currently has his ring in his inventory somewhere. Here it is. Solium Band of Might, and I need to go complete a few heroics to get this upgraded, but this will turn into a nice item level of 680. It will have epic stats, and yeah, it'll be legendary, so that's what I'm working towards. Anyway, I think that's everything I just needed to go over at the start. The way I want to do these videos, if any of you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments and I will try to answer them in the next video that I release. Now these videos are going to be cut up and whatnot, and it's not just going to be me standing here in the garrison rambling on. I just figured for this first video it's a good idea to basically explain everything and give you an idea where my character's at. And yeah, I think I did that okay. Hopefully none of you are too bored, but bear with me, and hopefully here before too long I should be hitting level 100 and we can check out the rest of the game's contents. That should be fun. Alright, so I am very close to level 100. But before I do that, I want to show you something. Every zone in this expansion you get the chance to build an outpost. It's very similar to the garrison, except it's very small, and it basically gives you the choice of one of two abilities that you can pick from. Now for this particular zone I picked the Frostwolf option. I forget the name of it, but basically it gives me this nice little warwolf, and from it I can do everything. I don't get dismounted. For instance, we're going to go into combat. So from mount back I can fight, and I retain my full movement speed, which is pretty awesome. And I can also gather and all sorts of cool things from it. So this is one of the more cooler abilities you can get. This is in the Grand, so I figured I'd just show you. So as I said, anyway, I am close to level 100, and what I'm trying to do, in fact most of my remaining level I got from running around collecting garrison boxes, because I need garrison supply. I've only got 386. I need 2,000 to upgrade my garrison once I hit level 100, so I've got to do a bit of gathering. But anyway, here we go. This is one of the items I can pick up, and once I pick this up it should level me, so I figured I'd go ahead and record this momentous occasion. Anyway, here we go, brace yourselves. No! Damn it! Of course! 100%? I am short 3,000 experience. Okay, well, that was anticlimactic. Anyway, what we can do is head this way. There's another Warsong cache here, which is going to have garrison resources. Hopefully it's in an easy to get to place. Some of them are kind of a pain in the Grand, because it requires you to get on a glider and land on top of somewhere, which is a bit of a pain, but I've got no choice at the moment. Okay, so in here should be the final one. Yes, this is going to level me to level 100. My first level 100 character in World of Warcraft and Warlords of Draenor. Bam. Bam. Bam, bam, bam. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Okay, level 100. Nice guild there, nice guildies. Same. Oh, gotta love being in the community. It's fantastic. So, I made it to level 100. I can now start playing the game. I can jump into Ashran, PvP. I can level my garrison up to level 3, but I'm still going to need 2,000 resources, so that's going to take a little bit of time. So yeah, I basically want to keep looking around this area. Now, as I said, I need to reevaluate. I can't speak now. I'm just so excited I hit level 100, but now I can't talk. I need to reevaluate. I'm pretty sure that's not right, but whatever. I need to take another look at my skills, my build, because right now these talents are from Mr. Pandaria, and you know, some of them are just terrible. But I do get a level. In fact, did I get a skill from hitting level 100? I'm surprised I haven't actually. I think they're all in the glyphs and stuff now, but that's fine. So, how do I find that again? Yeah. Basically, I need to take a look at this, change it around, and work out what spec I want to go. Do I want to be Frost, Blood, or Unholy? Blood's good for tanking, but apparently it's also very good for PvP, just because you can't die. But I want to do decent damage and kill people, even if I one-on-one, you know? Well, maybe not one-on-one, I like group combat, so That's probably going to be my focus. I don't plan on tanking any dungeons or anything like this. As far as I'm aware on this character, I don't know if I really want to do that. So I'm going to have to sort of decide what I want to do. Here we go. More resources, good, good, good. Let me run away. And I'm currently up to 468. I kind of regret upgrading my barracks yesterday to level 2 because I used up nearly all of my resources that I'd gathered, and I would have had enough today hadn't I used them, but oh well. So yeah, that is good stuff, very good stuff. There's more garrison resources I'm going to run around and pick up. I'm level 100 now. I'm going to take a look at the spec. As I said, I don't know if I really fancy doing blood tanking, but maybe I'll just split my build between Unholy and Frost. I need to do a bit of research, find out what's good, what works currently, and yeah. I also want to revamp my UI as well, so I may take the time to do that after I finish recording here, and see what I can come up with. But anyway, I think this is a good place to wrap it up. This was the first WoW log video I've released. It was kind of just a lot of information, not really much action. This was purely because it's the first video. I'm hoping that in the second WoW log I'm going to be able to show you some PvP in Ashran, the big open world PvP zone. Hopefully some of the higher end dungeons. We get to check out some gear. And yeah, hopefully you lot will enjoy that. And as I said earlier, if you have any questions at all you want to ask me, feel free to do that in the comments of this video, and I will do my best to answer them next time. Anyway, that's it from me. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. Until next time.